Hey scrappers, stampers, crafters, it's Yolanda. I'm here to share with you my swap for a Your Paper Pantry group that I am actually the host of. It's the Collage Melange group. And we're having a great time over there. If you're on the fence about whether or not you should try us out, it's a really great time, a lot of fun, a lot of talented people. This weekend we have our virtual Valentine crop, and it's going to be so much fun. There's like prizes and tons of great talent doing classes all day. I think we're doing till midnight. I don't know. I'm doing a class at 10 o'clock Pacific time. So for those of you that can't catch the whole thing, the classes will be recorded. But for those of you that, maybe might be out for the day with your family, come back and, hop on when you can to the Ustream. I think I can put the link down below. I think we already have it. Anyways, just check out Ustream, Your Paper Pantry, and then you'll find us. Okay, so at the end of 2010, for October and for November, we did recipe swaps on 4x6 size cards. And if you remember, this is the little book that I made out of all those recipes, and it's a great keepsake. We did Thanksgiving recipes, and we did Christmas recipes and Christmas memories, and it was awesome. And so I made my little book, and I titled it YPP Holiday Recipes. Well, since there's so many of us that are also into cooking and baking and, the love of collecting, recipes, I thought let's continue it for this year, and that way we can have a great collection of a variety of, recipes. And so in the honor of Valentine's Day, the month of January was sweets. So it was a vintage Valentine theme. And the only requirement is to leave, it's a 4x6 size, and then just to leave a 1/2 inch on one edge for binding. And it doesn't matter which side you want to be your front, just as long as you leave a 1/2 inch that someone can bind. So I consider this my front, and then turn it over, for the recipe on the back. But I did, my challenge for myself was to just do as much as I could on this 4x6 substrate, and just over the top, add little, embellishments, little things here and there. And I think I succeeded. I had a great time making these. Just let me tell you, it was a lot of work. But let me walk you through it and tell you what I've done. So just out of really thin, lightweight chipboard, I sandwiched pattern paper and regular cardstock. And the collection that I used is the Valentine one that was out at Michael's, the Can Company. It just says Sweetheart, Valentine Sweetheart paper pad. So that's what I've used for all the paper, with the exception of, regular cardstock. So on here, okay, so I covered front and back of that chipboard. I distressed, ink distressed all around the edges. I added a doily that I have a few things left over. I glimmer misted them with some Viva Pink. And even though you can't see it a whole lot, it's back there. And I glued that down first. I've taken a stamped image. This is a really super cute stamp. You can see that right there. I've had it for a long, long time, and I never used it. But I thought this was perfect because it's a little girl getting a piggyback ride, and there's little hearts and stuff. So to me, it just reminds me of, like a Valentine. So I stamped the image, I colored in with chalk, and then I spray it with a workable fixative to seal it. And then I glittered her stockings, his shirt, his shoes, his hat, and the little hearts, and the little bow in her hair. And I stamped it onto confetti, natural confetti cardstock, and then I distressed around the edges. I matted it onto some black cardstock. And then I created photo corners just by running a scrap piece of black cardstock through the Swiss dot embossing, Cuttlebug embossing folder. And then I cut it on the diagonal and used it as some photo corners. This here is a Martha Stewart punch. I just did, like a border, and I attached it behind the photo so that it just sticks out on the side. And then when you turn it over, you can see the other pattern on this side. So I did that. For the trim, I've taken 3 pieces of trim, and I glued them down together so that you would see, the cream color. Sorry about that. So you'd see the cream color, and then, whoops, and then the red, and then the black on top. And then I just hot glued that down along the bottom. These 3 hearts, actually, these 3, this red one and this one, they're all from the same punches, but they're obviously different sizes. I punched out, these 3 hearts are the same size. They're all from that same line. And I distressed around them. This one I stamped Love You Sweet. This one I stamped, they're all scalloped hearts. And this one I stamped with this stamp. It's a love words. It's from Stampington and Company. And it just has a bunch of like love quotes and poems and stuff. And it's like old fashioned writing. So I stamped that onto the heart. And I spritzed it with some water and crumpled it up to give it that, you know, age look. And then this is just a flower from the Recollection collection, those new flowers that all came out in those little tins. And I just distressed around it. And it almost like kind of looks like a heart. I tucked that back there. And then I did one of those little Recollections roses. This stamp says, next to chocolate, you're the sweetest thing that's ever happened to me. I stamped that phrase, cut it out, distressed it, matted it onto some black cardstock, and then a scalloped border out of some of the same pattern paper, just attached it underneath and distressed it. And I also added some little trim right here. And then this is a little foil heart that I just glued on there. And then this is, like I said, another heart punch. And it's sheet music. Well, that's what I did for the front. This would make a great mini. A great mini. I love this. I cut out like 3 extras of everything so that I could do something with it. Okay, so then the recipe side. I liked it that you could see this trim from the bottom. So I didn't really have to add anything else right here, except I added some rickrack, felt rickrack right here. But I cut a strip of the pattern paper and I used this punch. And I created, you know, the border to make a little pocket. So I've only glued it on the sides and then across the bottom. And then I put the rickrack down there to hide the seam. And then, oh, I also put another mat in here and distress around the edges. And then this is my recipe card. I just took a recipe that I like and printed it off onto some confetti paper. And it's for the Nutella and banana wontons. And I used my tab punch with some more of that paper, and I stamped SWAC, sealed with a kiss. And then these are, this is a stamp. It's a close to my heart stamp, and it's just a pair of lips. I stamped them with red ink, cut them out, and then glossy accented and put some glitter so it looked like a big lip glossy sparkly kiss. And then put it up on a pop dot. And then on the back, I just distressed it and also used another Stampin' Up, not Stampin' Up, I'm sorry, close to my heart set that I have. It's a little conversation hearts. The set came with this one stamp. And then let me show you. I did something with this last year. It's just one of my favorite sets. And then there's 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 stamps in here. With all kinds of sayings, you know, you're mine, my love, forever yours, sweetheart, true love. Just super cute. I got really lucky when I got that one way back when. Anyways, I just did that on the back in pink and brown. And then this tucks right in there. So I love how it came out. I'm really happy. And I'm going to put all the recipes together in a little mini, and then I'll do my video. And let's see, is there anything else? No, I think that's about it. So I love how it came out. I was really happy with it. And this little thing's bugging me, so I'm going to have to glue it down a little bit because it keeps popping up. Anyways, hope you like it, ladies. So for those of you that are in the swap, you'll probably be getting yours sometime next week. I got all the packages in, and have to separate it. Had to separate everything, and so we had 15 participants. And since I wanted to get all the recipes, and Roxy, I'm like, Roxy, do you think we should split up into groups or just keep them all together? But I figured you guys won't regret it once you get all the recipes, even though it was a lot of work, but you guys would like it. So anyways, that's it. That's my swap. So like I said, if you're in that group and you participated, you're going to love all of them. They all came out great. And like I said, I will do a video and show. And thanks for watching, ladies. So have a great weekend. And I'll be back soon. I have a bunch more stuff. You like that? I have a bunch more stuff to share. All right, ladies, have a great day. Bye.